Hi, everyone. Today I want to talk about the good life, the life that we're chasing, or the life that we're waiting for, or the life that we used to have but don't have anymore. Um, I'm taking a gamble here and assuming that every single one of you is gonna say, if I say, "Are you living the good life right now?" Um, like 80% of you will say, "No, my life is absolutely horrible." And the other 20% will say, life is okay. It's not quite where I want it to be. It's getting there, but it more or less kind of sucks. It's stressful. It's tiring, whatever. But I'm not talking about stressful or money or success or goals. I'm talking about the good life, the best possible life. And the best possible life is not when you win $1 million. It's not when your business becomes successful. It's not when you get the raise. It's not when you find a beautiful relationship. It's not when the list of things that you want occurs. No matter how much what you want could be really, you could want healing for something. You could want a child that you've been trying for years. I'm not belittling those things. I get it. You have dreams and there's an ache there that you're longing for it. But the fact that you don't have that, or that you lost that, maybe you lost your mom, maybe you had to move, maybe your home burnt down. I don't know, right? Those details, those conditions of life, those details of life, they're details of life. Um, they're important. They mean a lot to us, but they are not what makes life good. Life will not get better when you get something, and life did not get worse when you lost something. The goodness or badness of life is the experience of life, and the experience of life is not your physical conditions, it's not your home. The experience of life is not what your five senses say. It's not, oh my God, this food is the best tasting food I've ever had. It's not, this thing that I'm doing is the best feeling thing ever. It's, this place that I live is the most beautiful place ever. Your five senses are not what's going to make life great. The greatness of life is your experience of life on the inside, your cognition of life, your awareness of life. You experience life first. I'm going to point to your head as though it's in your brain, but it's not in your brain. It's not even in your mind, but just to use eyes as a metaphor, you experience life first in here, not the data processing, not the, oh my God, there was a lot of traffic. It took me a long time. It's really hot. It's really cold. Not that, but your awareness is where you experience life, not only first, but primarily your awareness. Because whatever physical conditions or whatever your five senses are telling you, those are interpreted by the awareness, those are detected by the awareness. What makes life good is when awareness is having a good experience. And you could argue, well, if I lived in a mansion, awareness would have a good experience. No, it wouldn't. Because, and I'm going to gamble here and say 99.99999% of human beings are not aware of the greatness of life, which is love, peace, and joy, right? Contentment, fulfillment, connection, um, and beauty and surrender. Those are the things that make life good. And we are not, it's not that we lack those things, it's that the awareness is not experiencing those things. Your awareness is on your mind. It is very close to 100%. As close as you could get to 100% without actually hitting 100% is where I'm going to put that number for most of humanity. Your awareness is on the thought streams flowing through your mind. These are memories, fears, memories that you want to avoid, which we'll call depression, fears that you're trying to suppress, which we'll call anxiety. And your awareness of life is that. And rich people, powerful people, people with successful businesses, same thing. Same thing. They are constantly, any life condition, any physical, material life condition, you are still listening to the thoughts in your mind. You are still having an emotional reaction to every single thing that you scroll past on your phone. You're still um regretting things from the past. You're still worrying about things from the future. So your awareness is not here. Even if you did have material wealth, you wouldn't really be aware of it. You would still be fretting about what that person said about your wealth, or if you could lose your wealth, because the your where you're living is not in the mansion that you may possibly one day get. Where you're living is in the mind. There is a stream flowing through the mind, a stream of thoughts, and it's crowded, it's murky, it's dirty, it's gross, and it's draining. And that's where your awareness is. And no matter what changes in your life, your experience of life will not be of the good life, because your awareness is trapped with the mind. What I teach on this channel, if you're new to the channel, check it out. Check out the guided meditation playlist. Check out anything with the word being in it. Check out the experiencing being meditation. If I could recommend only one video, I would recommend that. What I teach here is the fact that the good life is the experience at the level of awareness. And what you want to experience, what you can experience, is not lacking anything, contentment. Not being afraid of anything, peace. Not being disconnected from anyone or anything, love. Not realizing that you have everything, contentment, and that everything is flowing through you, and that you have access to everything. That is a form of connection, but it's also a form of power, but it's also a form of trust. Because if you know that the sun is going to rise in the morning, don't you trust that the sun is going to rise? Don't you trust that the next breath is going to happen and that air will be there? When you feel that connection to all of life, you develop faith or trust, whatever, but it's a quiet, calm certainty. And you walk through life needing nothing, lacking nothing, having everything, and flowing that everything out to everyone that you are connected with, which is everyone. That is the state of life that you can have right now. You do not have to earn it. You don't have to get more money or get in shape or fix a relationship or whatever. You don't need to move. Nothing needs to happen for that to be the experience in your awareness. All you have to do. So if the good life, I've just defined the good life, and then I've just stated that the good life is perpetually available, nothing needs to be done to create it or merit it, then why are you not experiencing the good life? You're not experiencing the good life because your awareness is not on the good life. Where is your awareness? It's trapped in the mind. How do you move the awareness from the mind to the isness of life, to being? You being is content and peaceful, joyful and loving, powerful, trusting, relaxed, surrendered, and did I say content? Yeah. So how do you shift to that? You shift by reclaiming your awareness, by saying, I no longer want to have my awareness on every little detail of news and politics. I no longer want to have my awareness on all the mean things that were said to me. I just don't want to have my awareness on that. Occasionally, sometimes, every now and then, I need to plan something, and every now and then, I need to see what's going on in the world, and every now and then, I need to go to a therapist and purge whatever happened to me as a child. But my 90% of the time experience of life is the awareness that life is good, that I am well, that being is perfectly fine, even if being is sick. And I say this, I've been sick. I have had my health struggles. And I can tell you that in the midst of physically being just absolutely devastated, you can realize I am well. I'm well. I'm fine. The I am inside of me is fine. And whatever, grief, loss, in the midst of it, you can say, I miss this person, but we are not disconnected. In a situation where you have lost your job, your savings are dwindling, you don't know what's happening, you can still go inside and through the experience of being, you can say, I'm gonna be okay. things work out. I'm guided, I'm supported, I'm not alone. I have access to everything, and anything is possible. That knowing, not that believing, not that affirming, but that knowing is your right. And all you have to do is shift awareness from where it is currently being held captive. Think of your mind as a very large prison system, a big building, and your mind is your awareness is trapped inside, deep inside in one of those prison cells. And you do not, your mind is not more powerful than you are, and your mind is not going to prevent you from leaving. You don't have to find some great escape plan or learn some great knowledge or get some great person to help you to escape. You just have to remember what is awareness. You have to remember that. Just start with this 10 times a day, 100 times a day. Ask yourself, what am I aware of right now? Try this little practice. Every single time you reach for your phone, you hold your phone in your hand. Right before you begin to engage with your phone, take 1 second and ask yourself, right now, is my awareness focused on suffering, misery, lack, and problems, or is my awareness being? Right? If you do it every time you reach for your phone, then you're guaranteed to do it 100 times a day, and you only have to do it for a second. That's it. Just begin with that. What that does, it reminds you that you have this thing called awareness, and it reminds you where it is. Oh, right. Awareness can be in a place. That is just something you've forgotten. And then after a while, you can start moving awareness to where you want it to be. And the easiest way to do that is by putting awareness on the breath. Because if you try to silence the mind or you try to escape the mind, it won't work. So you have to lift awareness. The focus of the doing is not. So what you're trying to do is not, I need to silence the mind. What you're doing is, I need to move the awareness. That's the difference. And for that, I recommend go into the guided meditation playlist on my channel and look up the Experiencing Being meditation. I think it's 15 minutes long. Do that once a day for 2 weeks. And long before the 2 weeks are up, you will say, I understand what she's talking about. I understand. And when you master this, when this becomes a habit of yours to realize that your awareness is trapped in the thought stream again, and to self-regulate that and to say, no, I bring my awareness back to breath, I allow my awareness to dwell in being, then you will have the good life. And you will continue to have your goals and your dreams and the things that you strive for, and you'll process emotions and good things and bad things, and life, but the goodness of life will be there, and be it will not rise and fall based on the conditions of your life. Okay. So I'm just going to leave it there, just short and sweet for today. I hope that makes sense. Please leave a message, leave a comment in the comment section. Tell me what you're understanding, what you're not understanding, and what I'm really looking forward to. I've seen this in a couple other videos where people do the 2-week challenge. They write a comment today, they come back in 2 weeks, and they respond to their own comment, and they share with us what happened, what difference it is, what is the difference in life, the before and after kind of thing, right? And of course, there's the book. Check the description section. I wrote a book called The Art of Being, and it really brings it down to its simplest terms. What is causing our depression, our anxiety, and our frustration, our sense of disconnection and loneliness, how we got there, how do we fix it in the simplest exercises possible. One of them is a 5-minute exercise based on breath. It really is the distillation of the essence of what is wrong and what fixes that in the human condition. And of course, if you're interested in just sort of having deeper conversations on this, learning more about consciousness, learning more about meditation, I do a lot in my membership group, which is not hosted on YouTube. It's on a different site. You can check in the description, or you can email me. And it's really just, workshops, conversations, live meetings, exclusive videos, and we just go deeper. And I'm more available to answer questions, more probing, deeper questions. But I am here for you in any way. The experience of life does not have to be one of suffering or of misery, of pining or of longing. It's really is that simple. It's It's too simple to understand and it's too good to be true. So anyhow, thank you for being with me today and please enjoy the rest of your day, everyone. Bye.